Okay, so I want you to get settled on your seat. Starting with relaxation. And your today's class is going to be about release. So releasing tension from your muscles. It'll also be about release as far as a detoxification in the body. Notice I have a pillow under my feet, so I could use that to fully relax when I'm sitting. You might not need such a high pillow, depending on your height and depending on your chair. Okay, we're going to start with, I want you to place one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest, if you can. Okay, so if this is not comfortable, you can put both on your belly. And we're just going to take a breath in. Rest breath in. Breathe out. Rest breath out. Good. Breathe in. As you breathe in, you really want to push that belly against your hand. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Push that belly back in. Okay. Let's just take the hands back down. And we're going to tilt your head over to one side. So we're getting a little stretch here. So we have lymph nodes in here as well. So let's just give them a little stimulation this way. Bring that back to the center. Tilt your head to the other side. Good. Stretching through here. Bringing it back into the center. Good. So this lymph sequence you can do anytime, over and over. I like to do it before I go in the shower. So I'm doing it with bare skin and not with clothes. So we're going to start with placing our hands on our clavicle. So if we cross, you could probably do both, but I think if we take only one and cross, it's probably easier. So we're going to start by making circles. There's a bone here. We're going to go up above that bone and below that bone, making circles. And so if you're bare skinned, it's like you're pulling the skin, and then you're just going to tap. So this is the terminus, or the main area where the lymph actually clears and cleans, but we have to open that first. We're going to do that on the other side. So start making circles above that bone and below that bone. And then tap. Good. Okay. So the next one is we're going to go up below the ear and down the chin. Start with circles. We're going to start with little circles, moving hands down. This really helps to drain those lymph nodes that are behind the ear and in the throat. And then let's tap. Good. In fact, let's just tap down the neck. That's a little bonus. And then we're going to move one hand to the opposite armpit. So you kind of want to get in the armpit and make those circles. Good. And then tap down. Now you can tap into the armpit, but also tap down the side of the body or the side of the breast, if that's appropriate for you. Good. And then let that rest. Good. Let's get in the other side. So we're going to circle around. So lots and lots of lymph nodes in the armpit area. And if they've been impacted at all by surgery, then they may be tender and sore. So you're doing this very gently, just tapping down very, very gently. Good. Okay, so the next area, so that was basically 1, 2, 3. And now this is sort of area 4 is the belly. So we've done it before where we circled around and tapped. but we're gonna do it a little different. So you're gonna start on your right side, kind of where your liver is, and you're gonna circle around and tap. We're gonna do this 3 different ways, okay? So then in the middle, okay, so we're gonna take it to the middle and tap. And then we're gonna take it over to the other side, circle and tap. Good. So you're thinking about it all moving to that terminus, that area to open for your lymph. The next area is gonna be your groin. So you're gonna get sort of in the groin. So again, when you're doing this, I do it before my shower. I'm not having clothes on, so I'm able to sort of grab the skin a little bit more and move the skin and glide it. And then you're gonna tap. Good. And then one more important area is the backs of the knees. So you could do both together if you want, or pick up one and you're gonna circle around and tap. And then you could do it bent over too, or if you're doing this lying down, of course, just pick up one leg at a time. Good, and then let's do the other knee. So we're gonna circle around. So the back of the knee is another area where the lymph can get stuck. Good, and tap. Good. So if I'm having my shower, I'll usually finish off by bouncing before I have my shower. And in my shower, I will do hot water, do all the hair washing and all that, then put on cold. And if you have the time, you could do hot again, cold again, hot again, cold again. So that also helps move the lymph. All right, so let's do a little bouncing. I'm gonna move away my little pillow. Let's move to the front of our chairs and just tap out your heels. Tap them out. Good, so all you're doing is bouncing your heels. That's it. Good. So we're gonna add some movements here that also help with release. So let's start as though you're hugging yourself. So when we're hugging, our whole posture caves in, which is almost like the posture we would be in at a computer or on our phones. Okay, so this is how we spend too much of our time. And then the release part is coming to a lengthened spine, sitting bones are down, eyes and chin slightly up with the arms out. Now, if you have a shoulder issue, this might be as far as you can go, and that's okay. If your shoulder is okay, you might want to take the arms out a little bit more. Let's breathe in, breathe out. Let's curl it up again, just feel the difference. So we're curled up, our spine is like a cat. But when we breathe out, we want to start to open up. It's almost like a little power move. It's our goddess arms here, or if you're able to get those arms a little further, eyes up, chin up, sitting bones down. Good. Breathing in once more. And then breathing out and let that come back down. Good. So if your shoulder's sore, let's just take it around back for a moment. Let's sort of shake that off. Good. Taking it the other way. Good. And this one is strictly for the rotator cuffs of the shoulders. So we're going to take the arms out in front. We're going to pull the elbows back and squeeze, and then forward again, and then pull the elbows back. And what you're squeezing is you're squeezing the shoulder blades towards the spine, and even as much as you can in the upper back towards the spine. Release, and one more time. We're going to take the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades, upper spine, and release it down. Good. Okay. Let's do a half moon pose. So for today, we're going to reach the arm either all the way up or part way if that's too much. Okay. And I want to take the other arm down, and that arm's going to reach down while the other one stretches up. Let's breathe in. And then we're going to breathe out and switch sides. Breathe in. Good. Breathe out. Switch sides. So if you have vertigo and coming over starts to hurt or affect your vertigo, just keep it straight up and down and breathe out and up. Good. And take it back into the center. Nice. Let's just circle out our wrists. Circles are a wonderful movement. You can do this anytime. Don't wait till your wrists hurt or they're sore from arthritis. Just do them anytime. And when you're not as sore, just enjoy that you can do the movement nicely. Good. One more time the other way. Good. Take our hands together, elbows up, pressing into the fingers, palms apart. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and hold. Breathe out and keep breathing out as long as you can. Good. And take it back down. While we can't do a lot of blood movement in this class, we can do breathing movement, lymph movement as well. The other types of movement that we have in our body are things like draining sinuses, and when we go to the bathroom one way or the other. So in this class though, we're going to do more for the lymph. We're going to take one arm out just as high as it's comfortable. You're going to turn it so that your thumb is up, and we're going to tap up the arm on the inside, and then you're going to turn it to tap down on the outside and up. So this is both a Qigong move as well as helping out with some of the lymph as well. One more time, up the arm, and then one more time down. Let's take it down. If your shoulder's sore, give it a little bit of movement before we do the next side. Good. Let's take the other one up. Turn your thumb up. We're going to start there. We're going to tap on the inside and go down on the outside. Tap up the inside, down, outside. One more time. Tap up and tap down. Good. Let it rest. Again, if you need to move your shoulder, go ahead. Now the rest, there's still more to this piece of the sequence. We're going to tap from wherever you can reach on the body, down the side, down the hips. Now, if you feel you get dizzy, I don't want you to bend down. Otherwise, I want you to tap all the way down the outside of the legs as far as you comfortably can, and then come up the inside of the leg. See, we're back up to that groin. Good. And we're going to do that again. Tap down the outside, down the outside of the legs as far as you're comfortable, and then tap up the inside. Good. All right. Tapping out your heels once more. Beautiful. Good. So you think, well, what does this have to do with yoga or yoga movements? Well, if we're doing yoga, we're doing such beautiful movements, bringing in breathing. If we clear first and we do some detoxification, the yoga will be more effective in moving our breath. So that's what's important. And also our breath can help move the blood. So let's go from here. We're going to take the arms back up in that sort of goddess pose movement. Good. And check out your arms. You know, are they even or are they lopsided like mine? And just see what happens there. Good. Spread your fingers wide apart and then make a fist. Good. Fingers wide apart, make a fist. Breathe in, fingers apart, breathe out. Good. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Okay. Open up your hands. Let's take the elbows back down and let's have that rest. Okay. On this one, we're just going to take one arm out, elbow is bent, and we're going to come back to that sort of half moon idea and back to center. Half moon, back to centers. This time, we're going to do that movement, push into your feet, squeeze your thighs, squeeze the Kegel, squeeze your glutes, and then rest everything down. And again, same thing. Take it to the side, push through your feet, feel those thighs work, squeeze your buttock, squeeze that Kegel, breathe in and breathe out and let that come down. Okay, tap out your heels, we'll do that on the other side. Good, taking the other arm to a bend, so we're just going to practice so you can know how high up or how far over you can go. Okay, so let's do that now, lengthening, lifting, pushing through your feet, squeeze your thighs, squeeze that Kegel, add the buttocks, good, and breathe out. And again, take it up, push through your feet, squeeze everything, squeeze the buttocks, squeeze the Kegel, breathe out. One more time, take it to the side, push, squeeze, squeeze, and breathe out. All right, okay, come forward on your chair if you're not already, and I'm going to turn slightly sideways for this. We're going to take one leg, open a little bit and back in. And so the movement is just a step, step like this. We're working through the groin. If you're able to do this, so depending on how stiff or sore you are, I want you to imagine you have a small item. In fact, I'm going to put a small item under my foot. I want you to just imagine you have something there. So instead of me just sliding the leg open, I'm going to lift it open and back. I don't have to lift it too high, but just doing this movement as though there's something there. That's it. Just open and back. And so, after the recording or when you're not watching the video and you're sitting for a while and you have an item you can put on the ground, just do this on your chair. Good. And then tap that foot. Let's put the item to the other side. Hang on, before we do that, just practice first. Just open that leg. Good. And then imagine there's an item there. So you're lifting up and over, up and over, up and over. Good. Now hold this one up and over. You might want to, if you have an item, push it out of your way. But we're going to open up both legs. So now we're sitting in this goddess position. You're at the edge of the chair. Your sitting bones are relaxing. And let's just take up those arms once more. There, so we kind of have our full goddess. Eyes are ahead or forward, so mine are going to be off a little bit. I'm not facing you right now. Let's just breathe here. And breathe out. Then we're going to add the lion, so that we're going to open our eyes and stick our tongues out and go ha. So we're going to breathe in and out. Ha. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Ha. Good. And then let the arms come down. Good. So we talk about releasing. So it released something in my lungs. So I'm coughing a little. It's not a bad thing. Okay. So that's a really good one for releasing tension, anger, frustration, and even getting those lungs to move. All right, so the next part, we're going to just come to standing, and I'm going to move my little item out of the way. Bringing your feet back in together under you. You're going to push into your feet and activate your thighs. You can feel your thighs starting to work. You can squeeze your buttocks a little bit and then relax. Good. Push into your feet, activate bum, activate belly, and relax. Now, if you're someone who can't stand up, you may want to observe some of the moves or try to join in while sitting. Okay, one more time. Push through your feet, activate your thighs, activate your buttocks, activate that Kegel, then release, release, release. One more time. Push through the feet, activate thighs, squeeze your buttocks, squeeze that Kegel, release, release, release. Good. We are going to come to stand so you can have your arms down here or here. Now, when we're doing this, we're not leaning over. We're going to look up in the distance. You're pushing in your feet. You're leaning the body. Notice that my back is straight, but so I'm not curled, trying to stand like that. I'm straight. Push into your feet now. Let's try to stand. Eyes are looking forward. Good. And then just let yourself pause. If you have the balance, take a moment here in mountain pose. Good. All right, then take your time and come to the side of your chair. Yeah. All right. So you're at the side of your chair. So let's start with that little bit of bounce on the heels. I think you can see what I'm doing better here than when I was sitting. Good. Let's start with a little bounce. Good. Now, let's come up onto toes. So this might be a little bit delicate if you have arthritis in your toes. At the same time, it's a good stretch for those toes. And let it come down. Good. Take it up again. This time we're going to add the squeeze of the buttocks and maybe even that Kegel. Release, release, release. And again, come up onto your toes. Squeeze your buttocks, squeeze that Kegel. Release, release, release. Good. All right, we're going to start with this outside leg. And so we're just going to lift it up and down. So even at first, maybe your toes barely leave the floor. Okay, so we're just going to lift it up and down, up and down. You can stay with this very low movement, or you can lift it up a little higher and down, a little higher and down, higher and down. Good. A little higher and down. Nice. Okay. We're going to take the outside arms. The arms are kind of getting a little bit of use today in almost a bent position. We're going to lift the leg. At the same time, you're going to just try to tap the knee. So we're just doing same side coordination here. Good. Tap. And can you tap without looking at the knee? So eyes are forward. So we want to find our body parts in space. Good. One more. We're going to tap and take that down. Good. Okay. So my feet are basically still like hip width apart here. So now what I want to do is I want to lift the foot as though we're taking it over an object and step down and lift it back over the object and take it back. So just like we were doing sitting. Good. And take it back and up. Take it over and up. Take it back. Good. Take a moment, just tap your heels for a moment. Good. So the outside arm is optional if you want to use it. So we're going to lift the knee up, and when we take it to the side, the arm comes partway down. Good. Take it up and back. Take it up and open, up and back, up and open, up and back. Once more, up, open, up and back. And then we're gonna just do that one more, just holding the feet out here. 5 pointed star. If you have the balance and you want to take the other arm off, that's okay. Let's breathe in, breathe out. You could turn your palms up here as well. Breathe in, breathe out. And then slowly take the hands back in, take your hand to the chair. And then we're just going to find our way back to hip distance apart. Let's turn our chair to do this on the other side. Bring it back. Okay. So we're going to start with the outside leg, just lifting up and down. Again, it could be barely up to start with, up and down, up and down, up and down. Now maybe lift it a little higher or just stay with the first one. Up, good, up and down, up and down, up and down. Optional, you can add the arm, same arm, same leg. Oh, I went for the elbow, but we really want to just tap. Okay, the elbow is another option, of course. Take it up and down and up and down. One more, up and down, good. And then just let that rest. Okay, so the outside leg again is going to move out and back as though there's an object there below your feet. Take it over, that's it. So a lot of work happens in that supporting hip. Good. Let's add the arm to it now. So the arm is going to come up or bent and over, and we're going to take it back. Good. So it's up and over, and then take it back, and up and over, and then take it back, up and open, then take it back. We're going to just do the one more, and we'll be in 5 pointed star on this side. Just turn your feet slightly out. If you have the balance, you can take the other arm off the chair. Eyes are forward, breathing in, breathing out. Flip your palms up, breathing in, breathing out. And then just make circles with the wrists as you come all the way back down. Nice, good. We're going to just take those feet back under us, give it a little tap. Good. Now we're going to find our way back to the front of the chair. Bring your chair back. Stand in front of the chair. Before you sit, we're going to just do a slow squat. So let's take a breath in and breathe out. Don't quite sit yet. Let's hold it here for breathing in, breathing out. And this time we'll take it down. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay. We've got ourselves back down. Okay. Just before you get comfortable, I want you to just take one leg up and just give that ankle a circle one way, and the ankle a circle the other way. Good, and same with the other side. Circle one way, and circle the other way. Nice. All right, so I want you to just get comfortable on your seat. So again, get whatever you need, your pillows. I want you to sit back and get yourself comfortable here. We're going to do a couple of circles of the shoulders just to ease out those rotators. Good. We're going to take the hands forward and back, just pulling the elbows back, hands forward and back, hands forward and back. Good. taking your hand on one to your belly and one either to your belly or to your chest. Let's breathe in and out. Breathe in and breathe out. And just take the hands back down onto your thighs. So for those who are watching the recording, I'm going to say, have a wonderful day or evening. And for those who are here live while we're recording, stay on, don't go away, because we are going to do more relaxation. So if you're listening to the recording, you too can stay and just do a little extra breathing and relaxation.